It's tax day, and even though President Trump's tax cuts will not affect your returns until next year, conservatives on Capitol Hill are praising the reform 3 decades in the making. One America's John HINES reports from Washington.
GOP lawmakers gathered on Capitol Hill to underscore how the Trump tax cuts have already helped American families, even though this tax day represents the end of the old tax code and the start of the new one.
The message is simple. Number one, we have a lot to celebrate in the historic tax cuts that were passed at the end of last year. That's producing enormous results in terms of jobs, in terms of economic growth. 4 million Americans have gotten pay raises and bonuses as a result of the tax cuts. My home state of Texas, the economy is booming as we're seeing businesses expanding and hiring more workers and raising wages. All of that is good, and it's a result of Republicans coming together delivering on our promises. But a big part of my message is we shouldn't just settle with what's been accomplished. We need to do more.
Tax changes are spurring the economy, but we need to do more, says Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who spoke at a tax cut forum hosted by Grover Norquist, president of Americans for Tax Reform.
90% of Americans are having lower taxes, as less money taken out of their paychecks, lower taxes as a result. 91 million households, so more than that number of Americans, are having reductions in their payments to utilities because the tax cut is passed through to citizens. That's the good news. 4 million people have gotten bonuses, all the things that we've heard about. But in addition to that, we're looking at what's next.
And what's next could include indexing capital gains for inflation and making the recent tax cuts permanent, says Norquist of ATR. But for Paula Hinton, the tax cuts have already made a difference at the business she owns in Peoria, Illinois, where she just celebrated tax reform by giving each of her employees a $500 bonus.
In the short term, it's the bonuses. Obviously, everybody was very excited about that. And in the long term, here is what we're going to be learning about. We just finished up all of the 2017 taxes, so it will be interesting as things develop as to what else we can do. I do have my sights on hopefully being able to reintroduce health care to our team members.
So it plays well in Peoria?
It plays well in Peoria. Very good. You know that saying.
So if this anti-tax forum is any indication, the GOP tax changes are indeed playing well in Peoria, and there are very likely more on the way. John HINES, One America News, Washington.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.